Hey everyone, small tool haul here. Start off with the small stuff first. First thing I got was this set of Coast knives from Home Depot, just lock blade. They're LX313, LX248 liner lock folding knife. It's a 2-pack, open one-handed with a liner lock, fiberglass filled nylon handle frame, lifetime warranty. I have no experience with Coast knives or lights, but these look decent. They're made in China and they were cheap. They were kind of an impulse buy. I don't usually use a lot of knives, but it's handy. I really like the fact that they're super light, like super light. And they do have a clip. You can carry them with you if you want, if you so desire. One of those people that likes to daily carry a knife. I do plan on keeping this with me, as a matter of fact. It has a little nub for opening it up, and then you can flick it open with that. Good secure locking. Has the teeth, the serrated part in the bottom of the blade. Yeah, they look kind of neat. And to unlock them, you just push that down in there and close it. But really nice, really light. And they were like 14 something Canadian, which is like $3.40 American. I don't know what the difference is. The LX313 and the LX248. Hold on a second here. I'm just noticing this little protector. Oh, the blade's different. Okay, so that's the LX313 and the 248. See, there's a slight variation in the blade. The handle's exactly the same, but the blades are slightly different, as you can see there. Yeah. I'd say this one, the LX313, is a little heavier, but they're both nice little knives. I kind of favor the 248 here. We'll see. But for $15 Canadian or $1.48 American, they're not bad. Uh-oh. Well, this one's a bit of a pain in the ass to unlock. Very stiff closing, this one. It does have a hex, or not a hex, a Torx bit, so maybe I can adjust them. I don't know. We'll see how those work out. So just kind of an impulse buy. Another thing I got was this grip, or Grand Rapids Industrial Products extendable lug wrench. Tools that mean business. Ooh. So it's used to replace lost or damaged tire irons for removal of lug nuts for wheel and tire replacement. Angled design with 15-inch to 22-inch extendable shaft for maximum leverage. Don't you wish you had an extendable shaft? Yeah. Socket size is 11/16, 3/4, 13/16, 7/8, 17 millimeter, 19 millimeter, 21 millimeter, and 22 millimeter. The reason I bought these, aside from it being cheap, this is a Princess Auto find. It was $9.99. Was I really wanted the sockets. I mean, right now in my car kit, I carry a 1/2-inch breaker bar with the sockets, 2 sockets for my lugs. My lugs on my car, one's 19 and 21 on different wheels. Don't ask why, it's just the way it is. This extends, which would be handy for leverage and closed for storage. But I love the flip sockets. They're 1/2-inch drive. And this one is 13/16 or 21 millimeter, or 7/8 and 22 millimeter on one side. So see, you flip them. You get how that works. Oops, let me get my hands out of there. Pretty cool, eh? I wish they were impact grade. That would be awesome. And this one's 11/16 or 17 millimeter, or 3/4 or 19 millimeter. Again, and these will work on a regular breaker bar. You would just have to use a, hold on, short extension. Let me wander off camera here. And if you were to get, say, a short extension, you could use these with any breaker bar or ratchet. So I really wanted these for the sockets, but the breaker bar, the extendable bar itself, will actually be handier to keep than the long breaker bar that I currently keep in the car. So it feels pretty solid too, not bad. Nice ugly green handle, but not bad for $9.99 on sale at Princess Auto. It's $9.99 Canadian, so like $5 flat American. Another one I found, oddly enough, being as it's husky, was at Princess Auto in their surplus bench, kind of a liquidation thing. Husky must have been phasing these out. So it's I can see why they're phasing it out, I'll show you. It's an 8-piece folding, 8-piece metric radial folding hex key set. Radial design for easier rotation. Includes 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2, and 1.5 millimeter. And there it is. And the reason I can see it would be on sale is because this thing is huge. For having eight bits, I mean, it's huge. It's just terribly, like this is great. I love that you got a good handle to turn it on, which is what convinced me to buy it. But you don't need all this plastic here for 8 little hex or Allen keys on it. But it was cheap. It was in the clearance thing for $4.99. So I don't know. I'm thinking I might add that to the bike kit rather than the crappy folding one I have in there. We'll see. But it was cheap, so I bought it. Another impulse buy. One more buy. It wasn't really an impulse. I saw this in the catalog. And it's an Aries Total Creative Revolution ES 110HB heat gun, flameless hot air blower. And it's the gun came with a little bit of heat shrink, which I have a ton of. But it comes empty, so you have to fill it yourself. And what I like about it, I have another one, but the other one you have to hold something and then push that and let it go. This one is just like using a Bic lighter. I filled it already. It comes empty, of course. And you just like a lighter, just push that down. There you go. See that glowing red hot? And that throws a decent amount of heat you can even see the red reflection on my hand. Perfect for heat shrink tubing. And you let go of the trigger and it shuts off. How awesome is that? And this thing was, I'm gonna say $9.99 or $3.25 American. But yeah, I think that's awesome. That's really cool. Very handy for heat shrink tubing. I'll show you the one I currently have actually. You'll see this in a later thing on my toolbox tour. The one I currently have is a little slimmer design, but it's more straight. See, this is the one I currently have. But with it, you've got to push that down. First you got to turn it on. You can adjust the gas. There we go. Well, anyway, you get the point. It does the same thing. Heat comes out of this end. It's a little finer tip than this one, but I don't know. I suppose they'll both have their uses. I really like this one. I'm pretty impressed with that. Instant heat. Nice. So yeah, that's made by Aries, part number ES110HB, if you're looking for it. Let's move those over there. Get rid of that garbage. The other thing I bought, I have numerous tire patch and for plug sets, but I like this one. 37-piece tire repair kit, grip, again Grand Rapids Industrial Products, 52113. I like it because it comes in the blow molded case, green, so it keeps everything together. It seems to be a decent case. And the 37-piece, I mean, they're including each piece to be one of these tire strips, the plugs. What I like about them is the metal handles. Like this is solid metal, this bit. These things got some heft to them. If you ever want to punch someone in the face with that, that's what you want in your hand in a fight. So yeah, so that's the reamer. And they do have a little grub screw with an Allen head on it. And they even give you the Allens for it. There you go. I suppose, oh, I see the idea is, okay, I got it now. Comes with, of course, the reamer and the insertion tool. Handy dandy instructions. Rubber cement, which some people do use, some people don't use. Depends. One of these little pen tire gauges. There we go. Bunch of plugs, and guessing 2 identical sized Allen keys. Why they'd give you 2, I don't know. Let me see if they are the same. They are. And I was wondering, when I first opened it, I was wondering why the case looks kind of odd, like it's missing something. But I see now that for storage, you can put those in there, and that like that, and the same with that one fits in there. But I just don't see the point when they do. It fits and closes with the pieces like already still in place. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave them together. So that goes in there, up there, up there. And it comes with, they say, this lubricant. I imagine for sliding the reamer in and out, and it's probably something that won't contaminate the hole, so the patch and glue will still stick rather than using, I've seen people use WD-40. I don't know what that is. Feels like lard. I thought it would be lard. It doesn't really have any smell to it. But a little jar of that. And a little spot for it. And I can see that handy, because sometimes getting these reamers in is a real pain in the ass. And some of the ones I have, the plastic ones, the plastic handles, I have various ones. And I've had to hammer on them, and I wouldn't be worried about hammering on these. These are pretty solid. So I like those. So yeah, and this was like 14 bucks on sale, or $1.58 American. Grip. That's it. The other stuff I was at the dollar store picking up a few things, and this is just a smartphone holder for your bicycle. It mounts on the handlebars, and it's just a little nylon or vinyl zippered case with a clear plastic cover. It says fits most smartphones. I did take it out of the box in the store to make sure my iPhone 7 would fit. Yeah. Well, I can actually do it. No, it's taped, otherwise I'd open it. And the other thing I bought were a couple of these wire shelf organizers. They're going to be for inside one of my cabinets for something. But they were only like $2 each. So that's it. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and hey, there we go. Stay warm out there. Get it? Warm? Ah.